Hello and welcome. I was gonna try to juggle and then I forgot these are magnets, and then you can't really. Anyway, but good morning. We're just starting out with a fun meditation. We're just a little fashionably late this morning, but it's because Dan is here, which is exciting. So he's here servicing machines today and some other excellent stuff. But I happen to be holding one of the hottest trending adult. I almost said a different phrase. Good fidget toys for adults to have at your desk. And so these are from Specs, and they're really nice, and they're very soft. It's like a soft silicone. It's the same really cool stuff that like Fat Brain Toys uses on their toys, except for these are adult fidget things to have at your desk. So everybody needs some good weight in their life, and so these are weighted, which is nice, but they are magnetic, and just like how magnetics are good for kids and their kinetic energy, and this helps with different neurons in their brain. It really does. This is good for us too, and it's beautiful. It's pink and two shades of pink and purple, which I just love. But these are called Specs, and it's spelled S-P-E-K-S. I love the KS part of it. We can pretend that's for Kansas. Actually, it's from New Jersey. But anyway, the moral of the story is these are cool and they're new and they're super trendy. So if you have adults in your life, teenagers, kids going to college, someone with anxiety, this is just, it's a nice thing, and it's so soft. I wish you could feel how soft it is, but you can if you come here to Beehive Quilt Shop, because we'll have the sample that's open. But this pink version, I like it because it looks like a brain. They call themselves Oddly Satisfying, but there's also orange in this cool shape, green in this spiky ball one. Oh, it also says it's bounceable. Bumpable, bounceable, magnetic, fun. I should just use their buzzwords instead of coming up with my own. Yeah, that's very cool. But 3 silicone covered magnets. Velvety, soft texture. Again, it's a lot like Fat Brain Toys, because we're a toy store. But I don't really know if I could have a favorite because they're all really cool. But of course, you know, everyone's first impression. How can you go wrong with pink and purple? So anyway, those are very cool. They're super new. And then these, we decided we're not going to show you what they sound like online. These have a bit of a sound buzz to them, but if you are sound sensitive, I wouldn't recommend these. I think they're cool, but Katie and Desiree should not play with them again. So I'm going to put these back in the bin, but these are
show the box.
The tulip pink.
Stack up on your desk.
I call it tulip pink, but it's really not tulip pink. It's just these are the iridescent rainbow hardware. If you're a rainbow bag hardware person, these are just beautiful. They're just fun. And then the thing that sells a ton already is these gumps and these squishy balls, and they're just really cool. So they come in this cute little mini 6-pack, and they come in this size, which is very fun. But it's just a beautiful jelly texture, and it's for grown-ups or for kids, but it's really for grown-ups. But it could be for a kid. So there's that. We have lots of classes that are coming up, and so we wanted to go over some of those with you. And Desiree just got back from Colorado vacation, so she has the fresh mountain air with her. But next weekend, so this weekend we have a retreat. It's already, if you're coming to that, you're already coming to that. But next weekend is a binding retreat. So it's a Friday, Saturday, and we're doing binding classes and binding. It's like a binding demo, and then like all afternoon you're gonna sew and work on your binding for your other quilts and projects. So we're very excited about that. So you can basically turn it into a 3-day retreat if you want to, or you can just come for one of those days, whether Friday or Saturday works best. We have then the following Monday, August 4th, we have the Facing the Sun collage at the Sunflower Collage class. This is my last collage class I'm teaching before I have this baby. So if you didn't know, because my friend Sean came in and she's like, I didn't know you were having a baby. I am having a baby in approximately 6 weeks. But this is the last time I'm teaching it. Terry is going to be teaching other collage classes while I'm gone. She's amazing. But this Facing the Sun collage class is on Monday, August 4th. And we do have kits for it, so you don't have to be here to take the class, of course, to make your own project. You can curate your own kits because the pattern is sold separately. But I'm very excited about this, because it's purple and it's sunflowers and it's Kansas. It's just great. Then Kelly is going to teach 4 days worth of bag classes. Now this, could one of you get the little tiny zip bag on the corner? The brown one.
Oh.
Anyway, yes. So Kelly Stevens, one of our great friends, she is going to be teaching 4 days worth of bag classes. So on Wednesday, the 6th of August, she is teaching a binding UFO bag class makeup day, basically. So there's a lot of people. Have you noticed my friend here? I'll just lean on her. I'll just hug her. But anyway, this is a tamarack jacket for a future class in September. We'll get there. But it is kind of comforting. Is this what, I don't know. Does it look strange because it feels oddly comforting? It's just a nice height. I don't know how tall this person would be. Are they 5 feet tall?
No,
Do
it's
we
like
need it
4 shorter, yeah.
Shorter? It's just sweet. Maybe Stella will be this tall when she's 12. I don't know.
Probably 5.
It's just too cute. But Dana made this. This is the coat of many colors. But it feels like I am next to a person, so I feel like I should be touching it because we're touching hips while I'm just standing here. Like, oh, hi, friend. One of those. Okay, if I made it awkward enough, great. Kelly's teaching 4 days worth of bag classes. So on Wednesday, she's teaching a bag binding class because a lot of people take bag classes. You get most of what you want done in class, and then it comes to the binding part, which, whether it's for quilting or for bag making, it's not always the easiest thing, but it doesn't have to be overly hard. And Kelly has some super good tricks. So if you have been wanting to catch up on your bag bindings from all these bag classes we have had over the last couple years, this would be a great class to do it. Hopefully Jennifer Warren's coming for sure. We'll call her out. She's good. She took my seed packing class. Great person. But anyway, so we're starting off with the bag binding day, and then the 7th we have a wallet class, which is a super simple wallet. Would be great to take to college for a kiddo to make, but it's also really meant for the bus tour. So speaking of the bus tour, we do have 3 openings now for the bus tour. And so if you haven't heard about our International Quilt Festival bus tour trip, we are taking a busload of very excited people down to Texas to the Houston International Quilt Festival. It's an amazing, amazing trip. And there are 3 openings that just opened up. So, because it sold out within 2 weeks when we opened it up back in March, I think. And so I'm sure those will go really fast. But if you do want to do the bus tour, you can actually go through and sign up online on your own, or you can call the shop if you've got questions. So that's exciting. We'll tell you more details about that. But anyway, the So Simple Wallet, all summer we've been doing several different little projects for people because we're excited for the bus tour. And then the afternoon on Thursday is this class. Now, if you've wanted to make a bag, and all these bags that we show are like too intimidating, they're too big, they don't need to be, but this is the class for you. This is a beginner pencil bag. If you've never put in a zipper before and you really want to take the Katahdin bag, this would be a really, really important place to start. So this is called the Quick Zip Case. It's a really easy pattern from by Annie, and it comes in 2 sizes. Jan made this out of a beautiful Mia Charo line called Autumn Friends. It's just marvelous. But anyway, it's a cute little pencil bag. And Kelly's, it's just an afternoon class. Again, great way to put in a zipper. If you want to be an overachiever, make one of these for all the kids in your students' class. Make one for your teacher. Make one for your, make one for all the people on your Christmas list. Like this really is a very doable project for something like that. So it's an afternoon class. And then the clam up bag, which we haven't done this class for I think a whole year, but the clam up bag is amazing. And this is a Friday class. So sign up, learn from Kelly Stevens. She's the best. She is a by Annie pattern tester official person. So she truly is the best person to learn how to take a class to how to make a clam up bag. And then Dana, who's our long arm quilter, and Annette Higa from Bluebird Machine Quilting, both of those 2 ladies have a special service that they do for their long arm where you can have them pre-quilt your foam for your clam up bags, and they will do a secondary stitch of the cut line for the templates, so you don't even have to cut your own templates to make these different 5 shapes of clam up bags. You do still have to have your own pattern, of course, because you're taking the class.
Nice.
But it is a service we have. It's actually on our long arm form somewhere, I think. If not, maybe it's fallen off. But anyway, it's just a small fee, and they'll stitch you an extra cut line for your clam up bag class. We actually have a YouTube video that also describes what I'm talking about. So if you go to our YouTube channel, Beehive Quilt Shop, then you can, if it's not there, we'll have to add it back. But But anyway, Bluebird Machine Quilting, Dana Kaler, both here at Beehive and Prairie Creek Quilts, do that service. But the Clam Up Bag is just great. If you didn't know what the Clam Up Bag class is, because I'm just talking about it like it's your best friend, but you maybe have never met the Clam Up Bag. It is a bag that it's like nesting. So we have the big one, we have the medium one, we have the other medium one, we have the other medium one, and we have the baby one. This is super cute. So it's a family of 5, which is what my family is growing into. And it's just really great. And then if you're a bonus person and you do get Annette or Dana to do this special quilting service for you, you can actually get the XL one, which is a special one that they invented of a bigger size. It's one bigger than the large. So it's a great way to go. These, I have been warned, are highly addictive to make. So if you have been you're gonna love it. Like if you think you're gonna love it, you're gonna love it. If you love what this is K Facet's cactus flower in, I don't remember if they call this color red or pink, but it's beautiful. And I don't remember if this is in stock or not, because there's so many K flowers we're out of stock on. Katie and I have lots of ordering to do still, which just seems impossible because we keep getting large shipments of K-Fin, but then it keeps going other places. So it's just, we have to keep ordering it. So anyway, Clam Up Bag class, that is Friday the 8th of August. And then, and then the Easy Does It. Oh, I have a whole mess of bags. Oh, Easy Does It. I don't have a sample of that here. You'll just have to use your imagination. So, I have other bag classes that Kelly's teaching in the fall that are in the back, but I won't tempt you with those because those aren't all on the calendar yet. Desiree and I are going to make that happen. But anyway, the Easy Does It bag is it's like a dollar pattern. It's almost free. And it is a beginner bag class. It has the monkey, what was he called? Churn Dash Monkey Wrench? Monkey Wrench. When Tula Pink did the Monkey Wrench fabric line back in 2020, there's this pattern from By Annie, and what it is it's meant to be a one-day class, and it's meant to teach you all the skills you need to be able to make By Annie backpacks or By Annie duffel bags because of how the zipper's made and how it's sewn together. So if you have any interest in doing backpack classes, large duffels, this really is more of a prerequisite class to take before taking one of those classes, because we will have a couple more scheduled with Kelly. So just know that if those things are on your bucket list, you need to pretend like, not that you have to do this, but that the Easy Does It bag is like a definite must. If you want to be an excellent bag maker, By Annie Pro, you need to take this Easy Does It class from Kelly on Saturday, the 9th of August. So that'll be really good. We have Honeycomb Abstractions is coming up. That's Monday, the 18th of August, and that's a foundation paper piece class.
I couldn't find that quote.
We'll find it. We just moved it for
yeah, I was gonna.
The Christmas stuff.
She showed it at the last meeting.
She kidnapped it. Okay.
Yes.
So Jean showed it at her quilt guild, Prairie Quilt Guild. But she's teaching that on Monday, August 18th. And that is the day before Wellington school starts, just FYI. It makes nothing to whether or not you come to that class. But we have 2 opportunities to take foundation paper piece classes. One of them is from Jean on August 18th. And then the other one is we have 2 openings in the Eileen Urbanic foundation paper piece class, which is in September. So if you are looking to learn foundation paper piecing, those are your 2 opportunities, at least from our shop this season. So that's pretty fun. We're going to have an open sew that close to sold out. Oh, Color Love. We showed you this last week, I think. But anyway, the Color Love is on the front cover. Oh, amazing. My friend here, anyway, gotta keep hugging my friend here. But this is the rainbow. This is on the Many Wonderful Curves book. It's also the front cover of this book. But this class is happening on Friday, the 22nd of August. And we have kits that are just moments away from being done. We are waiting on, we're gonna spill the beans. We're waiting on Robert Kaufman. And Robert Kaufman thought that in the middle of the summer it'd be a great idea to move their warehouse from California to Tennessee or something like that. We don't know if we agree with that because they are holding our fabric hostage, and we really, really need it to finish out this kit. So The good news is that we should have it before the event. They've moved it to top priority. However, we're going to do whatever it is. So if you're interested, sign up for this class, Many Wonderful Curves, and whether you do it out of your stash or you want us to hold the kit back for you, we have fabric. We're just missing, we're too much rule followers. Like, we have this vision and we are shy 2 or 3 bolts, and we are going to wait till we have the 2 or 3 bolts till we're finished. But the books are in stock, the rulers are in stock, the class is Friday the 22nd, and Sonia's amazing. So this is the teal version right here. It's just beautiful. This is, she calls this the monochromatic. I don't remember which way it should go. Oh, I know which way it should go, because she put a quilt label on it. So anyway, this is the great quilt, and look at her cute quilt label. I love it. She has an essence machine, little embroidery machine, and it's just so satisfying to do a quilt label. So Sonia's teaching that. And then Moon Dance, this was our big winner last week. There's a couple open spots. I went to run a report just to see. Let's see here, next month. There's only 4 open slots left in this class. So Moon Dance is a beautiful, beautiful quilt. You don't have to have a kit to take the class, but we do have a kit just like how Sonia invented hers, and it's just absolutely stunning. There's just no other, it really is. I probably overuse the word stunning. This really is stunning. So that's a standalone pattern, and that class is on Saturday the 23rd. And then we have Mary Jane doing the piping hot binding. This was a Facebook poll that we did a couple weeks ago, and piping hot binding won. We're still going to schedule French Rose's class. We're just still looking at calendars. But piping hot binding is your gateway to do fancy binding with Mary Jane Leftwich. And that class is Wednesday, the 27th of August. It's just wonderful, but this is the tool. This is the tool if that's what you want. And then Roberta's class is sold out, so I shouldn't tell you about that, because that'll just disappoint you. Now we're ready to talk about my friend here. This is the tamarack jacket. I don't know how many spots are open left in this, but it's in September. It's a 2-day class. So the fee for whatever it is, that covers both your sessions, and it's on Tuesday, the 2nd of September and the 30th of September.
3 seats available.
Only 3 spots available, and it is, you just should do it. You should do it if you've been thinking about it. If you've wanted to make a quilted coat, they're the best thing ever. They're just adorable, and they keep you warm and cozy. This happens to be the tamarack jacket, which is that pattern. This is what the tamarack jacket pattern looks like. It's in 2 sizes. This I call for regular people like myself, and then there's also a petite version for people who are more petite. And if you're someone who's a size 12 or above, this might be you. And if you're someone who's less than a size 12, you might be the other. But if you're chesty, you might still need this one. And you can, but anyway, the whole point of taking the class is Dana will help you get measured and sized, so you don't actually have to worry about all that stuff. Just come to the first session of the class and you'll buy your pattern then after Dana helps get you all measured. And I've made 1.5 of these technically. One of mine is on top of the cabinet. The other one I can say only half because I still have to do the binding. So we'll put that on my list. This class happened last Saturday, and it is scheduled again for September the 3rd. And this also only has this has some openings because this is one of the last classes we've got at the retreat house before it's just booked solid for fall. So so you can sign up for the Crimson Christmas. We also have a kit for it, as you can see here. I think this could be the last one that's physically cut, but we have more that we'll be able to cut next week, very, very soon. So again, if you sign up for the class, we'll know you may be interested in the kit, and we will ask you about that ahead of time. And then Windy Day. Mom is very excited about Windy Day. Do you want to talk about Windy Day at all, Mom? She's over in the Legos. Windy Day.
It's just a great.
I know, but you curated some of these layer cakes. You want to talk about them?
Sure.
I'm going to slide my friend over here. She's been my pseudo mom because she was right next to me.
Did you get to lift her up?
Huh? No, I didn't even try to bend over and lift her up.
Oh, it's just fun.
Look at Mom, overachieving right there.
It is just fun. Look at that. I could do a spin while moving. I'm tricky that way. So there's some really fun. We just got in some brand new.
So Windy Day's a free pattern.
Oh, well, I was going to tell them about
Is
some
she
of the
in
layer
the screen?
cakes.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
do we have the fat quarter bundles ready for that yet?
I think so.
Yes, they are. They're on top of the poppy cotton.
But this fun 30s fabric just came in. We've got a category on our website called 30s. So you can look at it that way. You can also just type in 30S, and that brings up lots of things. But anyway, you need 2 layer cakes for this cool windy day pattern. So this is an option, which would be just really, really fun. We also have Fancy That Design House. A lot of people just absolutely love this person's fabric designs. It's all just soft and fun.
Yes, and you have 2 collections here. So this is kind of a
Oh.
concept. Well, they're both from
I didn't
Fancy That
even
Design
look.
House.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can mix and match and really make it nice and scrappy. And then you can add the border of your choice from either line. I'm currently working on a Fancy That Design quilt pattern. And it's looking quite marvelous. I'm so excited. Last night I was working on a new design board. More to come later on that. But I think I finally found a very cool fabric.
Oh, this is like
that's
the
gonna
next
work.
thing better than sliced
Like
bread.
everybody dreams of having a way to hold your blocks, your strip, your whole quilt on the wall without it falling down. You know, I've tried picnic table, felted fabrics. You know, they say use the
laminated.
backside of that. That's not sticky enough. I've used flannel. It's not sticky enough.
Cave and Brandon's flannel
pretty
is
good.
the best.
And it has
So
been
far.
Yes, but I do kind of think this other material might even be superior. I do like the Cafe line, so I'm really hoping that the universe is talking to Cafe and Brandon, and that they design an awesome fabric.
out of this new material.
Yes,
That-
yes.
Anyways, so if you're listening and waiting for Mom to tell you, she's not going to tell you what it is.
No,
yet.
because I have to make sure we can source it and get it here at our shop, because it is very hard to find. And there are some options out there that require too much work.
So-
I want to find yardage, and I'm hopeful that I can find at least 60, 90, or, 108 would be really ideal. But anyway, more to come on that later. So, here's some more fun layer cakes. We have this stitched, which is a nice Christmas. This would be an awesome fabric. It's got a light
Because it has lots
green,
of color variations.
some
to
reds, some creams. This would be really great in Windy Day.
Yeah, so
and you showed them the pattern, right?
florals work really well for this project.
Yes.
You just don't want directional. So a lot of people keep wanting to use Tula Pink's Besties. Besties is not the best for Windy Day because all the puppies and the just is too directional.
But you could do Besties and do some of the other fabrics, and then use your border fabric and just cut that. You could get
Look at Mom inventing
you
ways
could
to
just-
still make a Besties.
Yes, because I do think this Windy Day, it doesn't show here a border, but our store model does
This
have
one is
a
actually
border.
kind of ugly. I mean,
Yes.
there's no such thing as an ugly quilt, but
But there are so many
Jan's is really beautiful.
Yes,
I'll post
and
a
I think
picture
you
of
can
it.
add whatever fun border you want, and I do like it when the border makes everything else pop. It's fun, and you can use a bigger print, and so Besties would be perfect for a border. But just be careful on the
All right,
fabrics.
Julie, I told you wrong 3 weeks ago. I told you wrong.
No,
Should've talked to
no.
Mom.
You could just use some of the fabrics in it. You may not use all the animal prints unless you were really careful, and you can make it it's a little trickier if the prints are really big. So you just have to be. So if you want to have fun, just use the ones that don't really matter. Use the big for your border. And it could still be really fun. It's not you told him wrong. It's just that, there's lots of choices.
Let's just put a period there and move on.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
Move along. We'll move along.
Anyway, but I do think this would be a fun class. And it has been just a favorite of Beehive's ever since we've been here, I think, when Janice introduced this class.
Yes.
It's just fun to do pinwheels. And it has some other things than pinwheels. When I looked at it closer, it's like, oh, that uses one of the exploding heart blocks. Oh, this is, So there's...
Does use partial quarter square triangles.
Yes. So anyway, so fun. What's this? Katahdin?
Yes.
We have a class coming up on Katahdin. This has also been a favorite. Do you have the fun little tool?
I don't. I have.
Oh, do you need the...
There's a really good tool that's called the tube turner.
But this comes with the stays, your pattern. If you already own the pattern and just want to take the class, you can get more stays to make
Yeah,
this
you can buy
fabric.
them as individuals.
But you can pick out a jelly roll.
So this is the purse size of the Katahdin. There's also a big tote version. So there's
Yes, this
the
is
normal
nice.
Katahdin, which is this one, and then there's a big Katahdin, which is this one.
fun little spin.
Yes. But it is just cute. Look
It
at
is.
It's adorable.
It is. So this is a really, really popular requested class. Again, we haven't taught it for a year. We did just put it on the calendar. So just know it's out in the open. This bag does have a little bit of homework of making your tubes ahead of time, which we'll tell you more about, but it's just pretty darn stylish. And it's amazing.
Yeah, and it looks so professional.
Yes.
I love it. And it's purple.
Yes. So the next is this other bag. Over here.
So you already talked about all these fun bags. Mm-hmm. These would be so great to make for school. Did you tell that for people?
I did.
Pencil bags going to retreat. And this is, yeah, I heard you talk about this one.
Yeah, so we were just talking about how the bus tour has 3 openings. That's
Ooh,
coming
I
up in
love
October. This is the side hustle. Have you seen this yet?
I haven't seen this finished one.
So
Oh,
this
look at
is
this. Fussy cut.
this is
Beautiful
Van Gogh is the name of the flower. It's a K-facet print, and it's a beautiful colorway of it. Dana made it, and then it also has Mad Plaid as the lining fabric, and it's got little pockets, but it's a little side sling. Desiree's mother-in-law is actually working on the same bag.
Oh, fun. Wow. This one goes in the whole area. Like, this is a ginormous pocket instead of a little tiny. I can put my whole hand in there.
It almost makes it look like a large pot holder.
Oh, you know what's cool? It's a double pocket. This pocket goes all the way in the bag, and this one is a pocket on top of the other pocket that's completely separate.
It's like
How
a double
fun is
hot
that?
pocket.
I
Triple
did
hot
not
pocket.
know that. That's pretty cool.
So that's called the Side Hustle is the name of the pattern. And that class is on Monday, the 15th of September.
Yes, that's very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and an adjustable strap so you can either have it long or short. So if you want to hold it like this or if you want to make it really long, you can.
Yes, or you can
Yeah,
lengthen
or
it
you
out
could
and-
even lengthen it out, and even that kind of works that way. But you could even make it a little longer, but just adjusting the strap. I love it.
Yeah, so that's the Side Hustle.
Okay.
So class coming Monday, the 15th of September. And then our mystery jelly roll class is full. Mom is trying to come up with an inventive way to make another jelly roll class.
Oh yes, we would love to sell furniture. So we are redoing our classroom across the street where we have this Brother Creative Center. Is it?
That's what you've named it. Yes,
Yes,
it's a great
it's
name.
the Brother Creative Center. So we have all kinds of machine embroidery over there. We have really fabulous quilting sewing machines. We have furniture. We have Horn, Unique, Arrow, Kangaroo. We have all kinds of amazing furniture, and you may not know that here at Beehive. We also have AccuQuilt over there. There's just lots of cool things.
And Dan Belts is over there just today.
Yes, he's over servicing machines today. So if anyone that needs to get their machine to the spa for freshening up, now's the time. People are getting back into sewing again. Their gardens are planted. Weeding's probably under control.
The
right?
rain keeps coming.
But anyway, if you need to do that, be sure and bring in your machine. We'll help you with that. But we are trying to make more room in our newly sectioned area for our classroom over there. And we have a lot of cabinets because I know people want to be organized. So we have storage, we have sewing machine cabinets, we have embroidery cabinets. We can order an insert for anything you want. And we do have our machines specially priced. We haven't advertised it, but they're amazingly low prices. They really are. And everybody's raised their prices, and I haven't changed their price. So come in now. Why the
This
selection's
is true.
Great.
This is true.
Yes, we really do have an enormous selection. So come see us if you've been thinking about getting a cabinet, if you've been thinking about storage, if you want a new cutting table. All of that is in stock. We also have portable sewing machine tables that have wheels that you can take to retreats.
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, lots of options. So come see us, and we'll make that quilting dream come true. I know I'm organizing my quilt room. I keep reorganizing, trying to work on that exact right markup. Annarose built a whole new house with her quilt room in mind. So she's finalizing and making that happen. She ended up picking out, I think, a Horn cutting table, a Horn.
Yes, the 8090.
8090
I love the
cabinet.
8090.
And then we are doing her design board hopefully this week or next because I think we found the right fabric.
Yes.
So Annarose and I are both experimenting with it first, and if we absolutely love it, but my blocks are all still on there and my quilt. So I'm just really excited because it stayed up all night with no pins. So I think that's pretty great.
That's awesome. That is very, very good.
So anyway, more to come on that fun.
Yes.
And just know, come see us, ask us about machine furniture, ask us about, we've got several really amazing trade-ins. I think we have a trade-in luminaire, a trade-in Stellaire embroidery, sewing combo.
Yeah, but there's just
Several other floor models, brand new in a box machines. anyway, just lots of fun.
Yeah, there's a, I don't know if I'm going to be able to deliver this message the right way, but like there's a trend on social media with like reels of like, if I wasn't afraid to hurt your feelings. Have you guys seen these reels? Mm-hmm. So there's like a whole thing of like, if I wasn't afraid to hurt your feelings, I would tell you this. But like, so I'm not used to saying that language, but if I wasn't afraid to hurt your feelings, I would say, if your house is paid off and you're still sewing on a lifetime table, you need to get yourself a cabinet. Like, people don't deserve to be like in pain when they're sewing or just getting by with something that you've always had, especially when you're in a certain place in life, especially if you're of any certain age. You don't need to punish yourself to just use what you have. You can move it along and get what you need to have so that you have the correct space, so it's comfortable for you, so that you can create more.
It does make it more fun.
If I wasn't afraid to hurt your feelings, I would say some version of that. Facebook. So, anyway.
But anyway, you can treat yourself because it does. Yeah. You will.
It's not even treating yourself though. That's where Mama.
Giving yourself what you need. I would say I felt like I treated myself when I upgraded my sewing machine, when I upgraded my cabinet, because I was one of those people that always sewed on a tabletop versus in a cabinet because I probably didn't even know
sewed on an old oak.
Yes, which was cool.
Antique
My husband
cabinet.
gave it to me.
It was a sturdy table. It was nice. It was an antique. It wasn't trash.
Oh yeah, it's still quite lovely. Yes, I still love that cabinet.
Yeah.
But I'm no longer sewing on it. I'm using it in my sewing room.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's a beautiful piece of furniture.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can have fun and you'll just sew more. You really do. So I call it treating yourself. It just feels like you've done something nice for yourself.
Yes, which is good.
And you should do that.
Yeah, but I'm here to tell you, like, I'm like a doctor. Like, but I'm not a doctor. Yeah. I mean, I take that all 100% back, whatever that sentence was. But, like, this is a prescription. You need to have a cabinet that's comfortable.
Sure.
You don't
it's
need
a
to
tool.
be in
It's part of your
like
tool.
this.
Right.
Yes.
You'll go to the chiropractor less. You'll feel better. You'll sew more. You'll make more people happy with the quilts you make. But anyway, this is quite lovely.
Are just more fun to be
I
around.
love 30s fabric, but we just curated this nice bundle here of 30s. I just think it's beautiful. That's the back side of our
What is the name of that layer cake?
Aunt Grace Goes Scrappy.
Grace Goes Scrappy. So nice.
Yes, so I
like
think
that.
it's just under
But
Aunt Grace.
Isn't it? Just look at the rainbow order.
Yeah.
This would be good craftsman. Be good turning 20. It's just.
And what did we end up in this? Was 20
Yeah,
fat
20.
quarters. So you could make one baby quilt, two baby quilts, a throw. You could do all kinds of fun stuff.
You
with
can
this.
make close to a king size quilt out of 20 because 20 fat quarters.
Oh, just the turning 20. Yeah, that book.
What is 20 divided by 4? That's 6. You can make a queen size quilt.
5 yards. 5 yards worth of fabric.
Yeah.
It's all just beautifully curated. I just love
If you used white fabric and added to that, you could definitely make a king. Mm-hmm. That's where I was going with.
it. Yes.
Because a lot of king quilts use like 8 to 10 yards of fabric.
Oh, and
Is what I was trying to
in this
what is the recipe of 20 fat quarters to sashing? You know what I mean?
Well, and if you didn't want just plain white, we do have several pieces in this collection that are more of a cream white with a fun little print on top. And they are in here because we figured you may want that for your background fabric.
Yes.
So, but anyway, lovely colors. Great.
Yeah, so speaking of being cheeky, I forgot we have the new game that it's not new. We've had this game before. But it's called Cheeky Butts. So, anytime you can get a chance to say the word, except for I was not allowed to say the word butt when I was little, and I still don't like to say the word, but it is cute. Mom's laughing. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, we won't say the 5 words I wasn't allowed to say. Turns out they're nothing like the 5 words that, you really shouldn't say. But Cheeky Butts is just a fun game, and it does have a little lemur on the backside. A little tasteful barcode is coming out of his booty there. I don't know if that was intentional. Surely it had to be. But anyway, it's a card matching sound game, but it's got a buzzard. Not a buzzard. A buzzer. Buzzards are another type of bird. But anyway, it's a randomized timer is the big thing that's in here. So if you're someone who likes to collect board games and parts and pieces, this isn't just like a set timer, but it's a random timer, which means it's not going to have the same time for every person.
Oh.
It's a little cheeky, a little extra, a little bit extra.
Like that one?
And that is 6+, 2 to 6 people. I totally skipped over the most recent classes though. Next week we have this quilted journal cover, and we have a mommy and me, grandma and me sew day with Terry. So next Tuesday, Terry and her granddaughter are teaching how to make this composition notebook cover. Terry's teaching 2 classes next week. But there's some little info about it, but it's just a really simple, easy project. And I was just at Target yesterday. These composition notebooks are 39 cents. And I took a picture of the size of it because it's like it's just your standard composition notebook. But anyway, the quilted journal, you could do anything at all. It'd be just so great. But it'd just be more fun. It's more stylish. And it's just a good way to sew. If you are interested in just
Your daughter, Maribel, just gasped when she heard you say the name of the game.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, cheeky butts, girls. I know. It's just, yes. Anyway. Well, they know I don't say that word very often. Very rarely. Never. Hardly never.
You're like, oh no, I'm in trouble now.
No, I know. But it is on the game. It's on the front cover. Maribel's been asking how certain words are spelled. Because she started in kindergarten, and anyway, she's just a curious person, which I love. But this is a quilted journal cover. This is composition notebook. This is next Tuesday, the 29th of July. Terry and her granddaughter are teaching it. You just use a little bit of fusible fleece, a little bit of shape flex, and which is a woven interfacing, and you just have yourself a fabulous notebook. But if you just want to come and spread out and sew with your grandkids during the day, the 29th of July, you can also just come to the retreat house, and Terry will be there. So it's just gonna be fun. And then could you guys bring I forgot about her stained glass, the wheat, because that class is also just next week, but you can still sign up for it. We're gonna get these kits ready to go. But this class, and it's also gonna be a new pattern, but Terry Sutton, who's teaching the quilted journal class, she was inspired from her church's stained glass window, and she drew out this wheat sun. Maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so she, anyway, she traced this and kind of designed it, and she curated this fabric color palette. And we actually have this, and it's going to be kind of available in 4 sizes. So if you want to take her first session of this class, it is next Thursday, the 31st of July. It's actually taught at the church that she based the stained glass window of, so you have your original inspiration. But we have 4 different sizes of patterns that we're going to get typed up and let you know. And then so soon you'll be able to buy the kit and the pattern, do this on your own, or you'll be able to join us for this class, because it is going to be really fun. And several of the people that are taking it want to make several different sizes, which I think are also really cool. So thank you, Katie, for holding this up. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's just beautiful, all out of some grunges, and it does have a couple of colors of discontinued grunge, so our kits are supremely valuable. If you haven't watched the grunge video we have on our YouTube channel, I would recommend doing that, because we talk about some certain grunges that are discontinued forever. So that is a really speed version of I probably got 90% of this done. But we do have classes. Sometimes they do sell out, so you do want to sign up for those. It's time to let your friends know that you want certain classes. Our retreat schedule is pretty full this fall, so some of our later fall classes will be a little bit small, or smaller classes, which means they're just going to fill up even sooner. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about signing up. And on the last note, last summer vacation. Oh, here comes Mom. Here comes Mom.
Well, speaking of machine embroidery, we've been just amazed. We fixed a thing on our website, so you can now find some of the products and things, project kits that we had available that you only knew if you were in store. But anyway, we've just rekitted the Luck of the Gnome fabric kit, and there's just been a lot of people making this. So if you've been wanting to, you already own the pattern. We also have some embroidery CDs left if you want that versus a download. We also have the Twilight bench pillow, and we just finished making rekitting this. This has been out of all machine embroidery.
And any kit Beehive has ever made ever.
Yes. So Twilight Boulevard is just, this is what made Annarose fall in love with machine embroidery, was doing one of the haunted houses, because she just said, this is so cute and fun. So have fun with that. You can check for Kimberbell kits on our website. We have all kinds of fabric kits, and we have quite a few machine embroidery CDs, so you can also get those too. But have fun.
I know, and I'm going to teach Katie how to do some of it really soon. So, because machine embroidery is just, it is the best. And when we were first setting up our store, I guess like 9 years ago is when we were starting the process of building the business, because we've been open here for 7.5 years. So really it's almost been probably 10 years that Mom and I don't know, I'd have to look at when we first made our business plan. Totally not what it turned into. But I thought machine embroidery was stupid, but that's because I just had a misconceived notion, and I was also much younger back then, and I was silly. Because machine embroidery is super fun and addictive, and it's just very satisfying to make. And if you are someone who desires perfection and you like things to be perfect, it's very easy to achieve those things with machine embroidery because it's all digitally designed. But when Mom came in here and said, speaking of machine embroidery, it totally reminded me of like another, I've seen like the comic book strip. I don't remember, what do they call the quilting comic lady? It's not Kathy. I used to love reading the Kathy comics. But there's a famous quilting comic strip, and I know that there's some different versions of it before, but it's basically like, you just, anytime you're talking to other normal people, it's just like, how long do you wait till you bring up your quilter? How long do you wait till you bring up fabric? So you can just talk about it as much as possible. And it was just too funny with Mom. Speaking of machine embroidery, like, you could just be talking about, your grocery list. Well, speaking of machine embroidery, have you seen, no, it's just fun. But my last little thing was, some people are still going on their summer vacations, and I am just a big fan of reading lights and reading, and we just got some super new cute ones in. So this is this beautiful floral botanical one. And it probably says the name of it on there, doesn't it, Desiree?
Dark
Maybe.
floral.
Dark floral. And then this one's just epic because it's a dragon on it. And Desiree can tell us the actual name of that because I'm not sure where to look.
I think it's just dragons.
Just dragons. But it's just great. But it's a reading light. And so if you're going off to college, high school, turning 12, moving to the basement, whatever's going on in your life.
With the perfect 3 stars.
It's just great. It's just great. And then these are some more good sturdy bookmarks and little book clips, which are also very fun. So we got those restocked. But we hope you enjoyed this tour of these classes. Whether you can take all the classes or not, look on the calendar because there are a lot of really good ones that are listed there. And even if you can't take the class, most of those have fabric kits that are available that you can buy or patterns, and you can do it on your own. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend and stay dry, enjoy the rainbows, all that good stuff. So, toodles.